Hi, guys. Hi, and hi. Hello. Hi. Hi. My name is Sunshine, and this is Everyday Show. This is Everyday Sunshine. Hi. If you like squishing things too, take a look at Nito. Welcome to my channel. My name is Sunshine, and this is Everyday Sunshine. And today we are going to talk about all of the things that I loved in the month of November. This is my first monthly favorites video. Do you know how long I have watched monthly favorites videos on YouTube? Years. And now I am doing my first one, and I am so excited, and I have some really, really good stuff here to share. So let's get into it. The thing that I want to talk about is the Cali Ray So Blown Blurring Primer. This stuff is fantastic. It does an incredible job blurring the pores. I still have not figured out how it does it because it feels like a lotion. It's very hydrating and very moisturizing, and it just feels great on the skin, and it makes your skin look amazing. I use this kind of just in the T-zone, a little bit on my chin, just basically in the center of the face, and it just makes my skin look so smooth. It makes every foundation that I put on top of it look beautiful. I love this. I have another primer too, the Victoria Beckham Cell Rejuvenating Priming Moisturizer. That is a mouthful, but this stuff is so beautiful on the skin. It blurs the skin, glowy but not shiny, like it doesn't have any shimmer to it. It just makes your skin look super healthy, and it does have skincare benefits in it. That is the reason why this is $100 for 30 ml. Having said that, I would still repurchase it because of what it does for my skin. I have been loving the NARS Light Reflecting Foundation. I cannot believe that I am this late to the party with this foundation. This has been out for, I don't know, a couple of years at this point. I wish that there was a shade between DeVille and Gobi. Gobi is just a little bit too light. This is just a little bit too peachy on my skin. So I wish there was something kind of in between there. I know they have like a shade 3.5, but it's the complete wrong undertone for me. However, I can make this work. It's a pretty good shade match. It's not perfect, but the foundation is so beautiful on the skin. I'm not wearing this today. I'm wearing something else. I'm doing a review of another foundation, but this is wonderful. It has medium coverage. It looks flawless on the skin. It lasts all day. Highly recommend. You've probably tried it before. If you haven't, I would suggest giving it a try. The Makeup by Mario Surreal Skin Soft Blur Setting Powder. That is a mouthful. I have the shade Neutral Light. This is so good. I'm wearing this today. It sets your face, but it doesn't make you look dry or crepey or cakey. It doesn't do anything bad to my skin. And I am 51. So everything seems to do something bad to my skin. You know, at my age, this doesn't. I picked this up just kind of on a whim at the Sephora sale. So glad that I did. I love it. It makes every foundation look beautiful. It makes it last, but you know, it doesn't take away all of the glow. It doesn't completely match you out, dry you out. Beautiful. Westman Atelier Concealer. I have the shade Atelier 3. This is so good. This bottle is tiny, I know, but you do get plenty of product in here. You get 0.21 mils, and you don't need much. I use a very small amount of this. It is self-setting on me. I mean, I can't speak for how it will perform on everybody's skin. On me, I don't need to set it. I can just apply it and go, and I'm good for the rest of the day. I love this stuff. And at my age, it's really difficult to find a concealer that doesn't make your under eyes look worse, right? Like that doesn't age you. I don't expect anything to make me look younger, but I don't want something to make me look older. And this doesn't. This does a great job at making my under eyes just look brighter and more even toned, but it doesn't add any texture. Love this. Blush that I reached for most in November is the Cali Ray Blurry Blush. This was kind of something, again, that I picked up on a whim. I didn't get this in the Sephora sale. In fact, it's almost empty. I don't know if you can see that. She's almost gone. That's how much I loved this. It's a beautiful color. It was described as a nude. I don't think it's a nude. To me, it's a peach. In fact, let me swatch this. To me, it is a soft peach. It's beautiful and it does a great job of blurring the skin. Most people, the texture, or for me anyway, and I think most people, the texture that we have is right here in this, in this area. And this just blurs that out. It's not dry or cakey. I did swatch all of these in store. They're very pigmented. I went with the lightest one because they're also pigmented. You don't need much of it, and this just wears all day. It looks beautiful on the skin. I have almost used it up. That's how much I love it. I would repurchase this. I just wish they would come out with more shades. I would really love a true nude. This is peach. Next, I have to talk about the Patrick Ta Major Dimension Eye Illusion eyeshadows. I have Still at the Club. If you saw my very first trying new makeup video or trying my Sephora haul, I put this eyeshadow on and you could see my genuine reaction to this. Like, first time swatching it, wearing it on the eyes, whatever. I do have it on my eyes today, and it is just, it's beautiful. It's stunning. It is everything that I want in a wet look eyeshadow. And it does look wet. Like, it's so reflective and pretty. This topper shade is so reflective and shiny. And this shade is also like an oil slick wet, right? Like, this is like a shimmery wet. This looks like an oil slick. They are so pretty on the eyes. I do have both of them on my eyes. Can't really see the deeper shade on my eyes because I think I covered it with the glittery topper. They're beautiful. I bought these. It was 100% FOMO, like they were selling out. And I was like, oh, if they're selling out, they must be good, right? I have heard mixed reviews, since doing that video, I've seen things, but I think most of the negative reviews, if I'm not wrong, are on different shades in this line. This particular color, this is the only shade that I have any opinion on whatsoever. I haven't tried or swatched, or I don't know anything personally about the other colors. This one, Still at the Club, is beautiful. It is everything that I want. The colors are very flattering for me and what I want out of an eye. Bottom shade here is like a warm brown, and the top shade is a shimmery lavendery taupe, and they are just beautiful. I highly recommend these. If they're in stock, I would pick them up. It's a complete eye look. You don't really need anything else. My favorite brow product has been the Kulfi Brow Gel. This is so good. This does not flake. I have it in right now. It lasts all day. It's kind of like, it doesn't get crunchy. Definite repurchase for me. This is my favorite brow gel that I have ever used. That's saying something. I have to talk about the Tower 28 Make Waves mascara, mainly because I've been trying some other mascaras and it just kind of reminds me how good this stuff is. I have used this since it came out. This is the best mascara I have personally ever used for my lashes. Let me tell you about my lashes, okay? They are not very long. They are not very curly. They do not hold a curl. In fact, they're so stumpy that if I curl them with a lash curler, they get stumpier. My eyelashes suck, and this is the only mascara that like brushes them up, holds them up. They stay up all day. It does not flake or smudge. I can't think of a single negative thing to say about this mascara. Most mascara, they have a caveat, right? Like they're very volumizing, but they flake. I have found that. I feel like most volumizing mascaras flake, most lengthening mascaras don't. I don't know. I don't know why. But this mascara seems to do both for me. It both gives me volume and length and lift and curl, and the curl stays. Some mascaras, I can put them on, they look great for 5 minutes, and as soon as I walk out the door, my lashes have fallen. Not this. And the price, it's $20, which I know it's $20, but it's $20 for a mascara that is the best one for me, in my opinion. This is the best one. Now, having said that, I did buy the Sarah Creel. I have not formed my thoughts on that one yet. I did also buy the Iris and Romeo. It's too soon to tell about that one. I haven't used it long enough. It's a brand new tube. So by this time next month, I could have a new favorite. This moment in time, with everything that I have ever used in my life, Tower 28, hands down, winner. Hourglass Ambient Lighting Palette. This is the first time I have ever purchased one of these holiday collections. I mentioned in my haul that I always felt like they were overpriced for what they were, that you didn't get enough product. The pans are tiny. All of these things are true. This palette has less product than their full-size bronzer. I couldn't bring myself to do it. This year, when I saw the Dragon palette, I loved the way that the palette looked, and I saw that it was metal, and I was like, I'm going to try it just to see. The shades were right in line with what I thought would look good on my skin, and I was right. These shades are perfect. They are perfect for me. I have used the crap out of this, and you can't even tell. Can't even tell. It does not look used at all. So while you get a teeny tiny amount of product in this, I can't see me going through this. I mean, I feel like it's going to take me at least a year, probably longer, to go through these powders. The bronzer, it looks so light in the pan, right? It looks like it wouldn't do much, but it does. It's a beautiful bronzer. The two finishing powders, they're not too glowy to use all over the face. They don't enhance any texture. The blushes, I usually mix both of them. Like they're so finely milled and they just kind of melt into the skin. These powders, they look like creams on the face. They don't look powdery at all. I'm so glad that I took advantage of the sale and finally got one of these I really, really like. I'm going to talk about a couple of lip products that I have been really, really enjoying this month. And I'm going to start with my Kosas Hot Liner in the shade Beyond. The shade is just beautiful. It's one of those lip liners that go with whatever lip gloss or lip product you throw at it. It's like just a perfect really mauve color, kind of a deeper color. I do have that on today. Lip liners are great. They last a long time. They do have a sharpener on one end. And then another little neat thing is they have a brush. Isn't that cool? And they're very reasonably priced. This was my most used lip liner for the month. The RMS Legendary Lip Oil. I have the shade Lily. Let me put some on. Why not? This is great. It's a beautiful, beautiful color. I'm so happy with this. I mean, I have to say, I like this better than the Westman Atelier lip balm that I got in Pipsqueak. I like the color better. I think it wears a little bit better. So there is the RMS oil in the shade Lily. It's just a sheer red. I really like a red. I just feel like it brightens up my whole face. I just feel like a little bit of red really just kind of makes me look awake, alive. I love anytime I can add a hint of red, I'm going to do it. Very moisturizing, very easy to apply. It's sheer, so you don't need to like look in the mirror or anything. The only complaint that I have about it is you don't get very much product on the doe foot. Let me just show you. I just pulled that out and you can see there's not much there. So I tend to apply it from this side because the other side of the doe foot, there's not any product on there. So I tend to like flip it over and use this side because I don't know if you can see, there's more product on that. That is my only complaint about this. And that is so really a non-issue for me, but I did just want to mention it. And the last makeup product that I have are the Edam lip balms. Oh my goodness, these lip balms, I really want the clear, but they're never in stock. So I have two shades. I have Bisap Glaze and Fig Sauce, and these are so good. Everything from the packaging, the applicator, the shades, the way that they make your lips feel. These lip balms are fantastic. They are by far my favorite lip balms. This more orangey one is Fig Sauce, and the more berry turn is Bisop Glaze. And I read somewhere they're formulated to somehow stay within your lip lines. And they do. Like you can just slap it. It makes no sense to me. I don't see how I don't think that's really a thing. But they do seem to just stay where you put them. And I wear these every single day. I spend a lot of time outdoors and I like to have something on my lips so that they don't get dry. And I slap this on, it wakes up my whole face. Like just having a little bit of color on the lips and nothing else makes me feel like I look so much more awake and alert and put together and healthy. And it's like a metal tip applicator. They feel really nice going onto the lips. They wear really well, but they also are so nourishing and they make your lips feel great. Just one skincare product that really stood out to me this month, the Haru Haru Wonder Black Rice Probiotic Barrier Essence. I don't even know what to say. I mean, it's like I use so many essences. I love essences, but there's something special about this one. It's almost like a runny lotion. Like if you can see how slowly it's dripping down my hand, it's taken its time. It's got some body to it. It's not super watery. I usually put this on as a last step in my skincare routine. I put this on before I go in with my primers, and those lately have been the Victoria Beckham and the Cali Ray. But I really feel like just this alone would almost be enough. It has this crazy way of smoothing out your skin. Like I can feel when I put it on that my skin just feels smoother. It feels like it fills in the pores. I I know that doesn't make sense. Look, I know how crazy that sounds, but it feels like it fills in your pores. It's great stuff and it's not expensive. I think it's worth every penny. I have a couple of book recommendations and something that's just totally bizarre, but it's what I've been loving this month. So I'm going to share. So, the two books that I read and really liked are by Vex King. I read Good Vibes, Good Life and Healing is the New High. I love these books. They were such easy reads. I got through them very quickly. They're very feel good, real life suggestions to make a difference in your state of mind. And I feel like they were super easy to understand. It wasn't a whole bunch of sciency mumbo jumbo. I've read those too, and some of them I really like, but these were lighthearted, easy to read, instantly left you feeling good. Now, this one has a bit of what I would call shadow work in it. You have to kind of do some work here. Some of it is a little bit painful, at least it was for me, but I'm so glad that I did it. I felt so much better after working through those books. And they are books that I will continue to read again and again. And like I said, they're easy to get through. They're not super sciencey, super complicated. These are books that leave you instantly feeling better. The last book that I'm going to recommend, this is for me a life changing book. As somebody who has not really in the past practiced a lot of mindfulness or gratitude and who is new to that practice, this book makes it very easy. This is called the 5 Minute Journal. In the beginning, it kind of walks you through what the journal is about and what this process will look like and how to use it, and gives you some examples and some motivation. And then it's literally just a daily journal. It has prompts, and prompts help me so much because I'm not the kind of person that's just going to grab like a spiral notebook and start, writing. I need to have dates. I need to have some organization. You have your daytime section and then you have your evening section. And then in the evening, you could go through your day and write down your highlights and then what you learned that day. And I think that every day you learn something. It doesn't have to be anything profound. And like I mentioned before in one of my videos, that a lot of times my gratitude list consists of things that are like super simple, that aren't really complicated, complex, big things. Like I have written down my daughter's laughter, my morning matcha. This helps keep me on track. I label the days. I love this thing. I highly recommend it. I will always have one of these handy. I got mine on Amazon. And the last wellness type thing I'm going to mention, this is going to be crazy. Bear with me. Bear with me. Neato. It's Neato. These squishy things. I love squishy things, but it has to be the right squish. I don't like squishy things that are filled with air that bounce back quickly. I like things that you squish and they stay squished and they slowly come back to being not squished and they retake their shape. I have so many of these. This is the Neato gumdrop. This is the Neato teardrop. This one's filled with glitter. This is the gumdrop. It has like a gumdrop texture on it. I love these. I keep them on my desk anytime I am stressed, which is not as often as it used to be. And I will tell you why. I have a review coming on something that helps me with that. But these help. These are also something that helped me. When I went for my MRIs, I carried these with me. I sat there and squished them while I was, getting my IVs, while I'm waiting to get in the machine. I take this tiny one with me on walks sometimes, or in my car, in my purse. And it's just, just squish it. I love squishy things, and these are great. If you're looking for something to squish to make you feel better, you probably think I'm crazy. I'm not. I'm not. I'm not. I just love squishing things. If you like squishing things too, take a look at Neato. All right, I do have just a couple of fails. I'm going to go through those quickly. I don't have a lot, but I just want to mention them. Let's just run through them real quick. The Victoria Beckham Bath Lash. I was so disappointed in this. I have difficult lashes. I do. I do. So this might be great for somebody with better lashes than me, but it did nothing to lift them or curl them or hold them up. It kind of did nothing. And I hate to say that because I love Victoria Beckham as a brand, but I cannot recommend the mascara. On my next fail, that's kind of a fail because my expectations were not met. That is the Victoria Beckham Beauty Eyewear Shadow Sticks. Like I said in my Victoria Beckham Beauty video, check that out if you haven't. I love the look that I get with these. Like I'm never disappointed in the way that it comes out when I wear them, and I wear them a lot. So you're probably like, well, what are you talking about? Why is it a fail? It's a fail because they're pretty sheer and they don't have a lot of impact. And I think that I thought that they would. Thought they were going to be a little bit more impactful than they are. My expectation, the reality of them in here is the disappointment. That's all. They last all day. They don't crease. I just wish they were a little bit more pigmented, but I'm happy when I wear them. So they're not really a complete fail, but they're kind of a meh. These unfortunately are a fail. These are the Give Beauty Dewy Plump Collagen Cheek Tint. Yes. I have two shades. I have Hibiscus and Marigold. The colors are beautiful. I really like the colors and I really like the packaging. It kind of reminds me of the Say Beauty blushes. But the formula on these is unfortunately really watery. Marigold, and this one is hibiscus. And it's like a, one's a mauve and one's peach. The main problem with them is that they are so liquidy that whatever I have under it, it just eats it away. It just melts right through it. So if I have my foundation, my concealer, whatever, and I put the blush on and I'm blending it out, it just wipes it away. And I tried it again yesterday, just to make sure that I am correct in my assessment of this product, and I am. It did the same thing yesterday. So I decided I'm not using them anymore, and they're going in this video. That wraps up my very first monthly favorites, hopefully the first of many to come. I'm very excited to have done this video and to have been able to discuss my monthly favorites with you and a couple of fails. I hope that you will give some of these a try. If you have, let me know how they're working for you, good, bad. I hope that you'll check out the books and perhaps the gratitude journal. I do believe that that is life-changing. I wouldn't say that if I didn't mean. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will have this look up soon because I'm testing a new foundation, a couple of other products, and that should be up sometime soon. But until then, take care of yourselves. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe. I am brand new here and I would love it if you would stick around. Thanks. See you soon. I'm ashamed because of the price, but it is really, really pretty. Reminiscent of the Refi brow gel, the brush and everything. The brush, the whole component is very similar to the Refi. The brush, the whole component, this whole component is very reminiscent. Come on, you can do this, sunshine. You can do it. You can do it. This